What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to another Austin's Garage video. It's been a while since we posted, and here's what I'm going to do today. As you can see, the old truck is looking terrible. A lot of, will the truck look good with this kind of paint? Will it look good with this kind of paint? And then trying to do some Harbor Freight lacquer paint and didn't go too good. But what we're going to do today is try and get some carpet in this thing. I went and got some bed liner right here. And we're going to take this seat out, put a little, it's actually speaker carpet, but it's going to get the job done, cover up this ugly patch, and we're going to just bed liner over that, and it'll look just fine. Let's get right into it. I've gone and went full shade tree mechanic, actually pulling it under my shade tree here in the back, because it's about 100 degrees outside, and I really don't want to mess with that. Pulling this big old seat out in hot summer sun, and it's still going to be really hot. I mean, Chili's seeing the effects of it, but this will help us out just a little bit. First thing I'm going to do is spray these bolts down with Freon. That ought to be enough. Well, I forgot about that giant hole I need to patch. Luckily, I found 3 different license plates for it, just tucked away in there, so self-tappers and these are going to come in handy. This thing's definitely going to need a shop vac taken to it. Goodness, this is going to be looking real nice by the time I'm done with it. Fingers crossed. Starting with the old bolt removal. Hopefully it doesn't go as bad as I hope. They're loose. 2 down, 2 to go. I already started on the other side over there. Well, I got all the bolts out. Now I'm going to do a manual tensile strength test. I think we're hung up on the seat belts. Thing's a lot lighter than it looks. Huh. Alright, on step 5 or 10, or whatever step we're on. Clearly we are in need of a shop vac, and I don't know if 2 cans of bed liner is going to work for a kind of primer, but I just need to clean up some rust spots, so it'll do its job there. For now, I'm just going to sit here and take a quick little break, and then we'll get back to the hard stuff. This is what we're working with here. I don't know if I mentioned it, but it is supposed to be just a box cover, but it's going to do just fine for what we got. It's not too thick, not too light. It's going to be perfect, or at least better than just pure metal planking around. I will need to do some more sound deadening and fix some stuff. Stay tuned. This isn't our rear main seal, but if it is, that would explain why it's leaking like a cyst. Cool thing I noticed is this seat belt has a electrical connector in here, and it makes me wonder if this was one of the first like seatbelt sensing units here. It never worked when I got it, but if you guys know more, let me know in the comments. Too far. That is going to work just fine for covering up this and scuffing up my black spots. I'd like to put carpet over here, but we'll see what happens. I think it really needs a lot of sound deadening because it's pretty loud going down the road. Obviously, we're going to need new headliner as well. I'm almost positive somewhere it tells you to wear an air respirator, because goodness. Got one on now. That's totally good enough for me. Like I said, I would like to put carpet over it if I have leftovers, and I'm sure I will. I bought way too much of that stuff, but it was pretty cheap. I don't recommend spraying with this without a respirator because it's kind of hard to breathe, but I'm pretty young, so I can afford to die. Forgot to show you guys when I'm working out here with an evil bunny. Looks innocent, but look into those eyes, man. Scary. clean as I care to get it. You can see evidence of the old carpet, and there was a piece, but I guess I sucked it up in the shop back there. But now on to the fun part of actually laying it down. Actually, I'm thinking I'm gonna need a Torx bit to take these seat belts out so everything's clear. And while because I'm gonna go to O'Reilly's to get them, and while I'm there, I think I might get an amplifier kit. That way I can kind of run everything, make everything look good. Because right now, my current cord here is too short. I'd like to put my amp in the middle or in the floor, but instead I have to have it up over here. So I'll let you know when I get back what I decided to do. Okay, Ford Truck Forums couldn't decide if it was a T55 or a T50. It's probably a T50, it just needs to be cleaned out. Yep, that's probably gonna work. I also got the 1500 watt amp installation kit. I work for O'Reilly, so I get pretty good deals on this stuff. So yep, we're good on that. Definitely gonna need some of the gabagoo here. Alright, now we wait. You can see the fumes. That stuff's crazy. I got the passenger side out really good, but the driver's side's still not wanting to come out, so I'm gonna give it some more spray. That ought to do it. Just in case it needs a little persuasion. Knock some of that rust off. We have a puddle forming from how much I sprayed Freol on there. Hopefully now it'll come off. Okay, I got the driver's side off. Almost completely stripped that bolt out, but it's off, and now it's officially ready after I clean up my tools and wipe up that liquid to start laying. Busted my knuckles, but what do you expect? Turns out 2 cans of this stupid color stuff is just about enough. Well guys, I'll be the first to say I've never actually laid carpet before, so you guys might see a lot of off-camera fiddling with this with my dad until we figure out a good way to do this. So just bear with me here. Here's the basic thing we got going on, so I guess I'm doing something right, because, you know, it looks alright. Right up that seam line right here. Okay. I got a little bit off, but it'll be alright, won't it? Yep. Okay, so I'm not gonna lie, I didn't touch a single bit of this. My dad is a carpeting genius. There's of course gonna be some crinkles and wrinkles, and you can kind of tell there's a seam here, but this looks really good. Turned out exactly how I wanted it to. Now we're gonna do some headliner and this gray stuff, and yeah, just keep rolling. Got the seat belts in. I'll let you know next step. Okay, the headliner's in. It looks really nice. Doing some work on wiring and with that new amplifier kit. I'm just gonna lean it up against here for now because I'd like to get a Scar amplifier instead of this generic Boss that you've seen a couple 100,000 times before. We got a nice little crunch. These are pretty good, even though this one's blown, but I'll upgrade it sooner or later. Well, fellas, I know you can't see too well. It's already dirty. I'm gonna get floor mats for it in the morning, but she's all done. It's beautiful. I really love the way it turned out. It's a lot quieter in here, which is really what I was hoping for right now. That's a lot quieter than what it was, and it's only gonna get better because I'm gonna do some stuff for the doors, get everything quit rattling. But back behind the seat here, it's hard to do it because these seat belts are in the way, but got all the wires tucked up behind here. All those wires need tucked up, but in terms of what we needed to do for the project today, it looks beautiful. I couldn't have wanted it to go any better. It goes up underneath there as well. Everything's all perfect there. So yeah guys, that's gonna do it for this video. Thank you guys for watching. I'll see you in the next one.